Welcome back to 24 days of movement and consciousness snacks. This time we're gonna talk about the hip joint, and I'm going to show you a really simple exercise that everyone can do on a regular day basis just to open up the rear of our hips a little bit. Namely, it's about the piriformis muscle. I have one video up on YouTube where I talk about stretching the piriformis muscle, and I'm going to show you a completely different exercise that works with a very similar principle today. Let's get right into it and check it out. The only thing that you need for this exercise is some sort of either shelf or a window bench or table or something like that. Cupboard would do as well. Plus, if you do not have the mobility at the beginning, for what I am showing you right now, even a chair will do nicely. I'm gonna show you this in a second. What we want to do is we want to stretch this outside area. Let's not call it stretching. Let's call it an opening of this area. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to place my lower leg on this whatever cupboard, in this case those pillows here, and I'm going to stand just a tiny little bit away from those pillows. What I'm doing now is from this position, if that alone isn't already opening this rear area here, I'm simply going to bend to the front in my hip joint. So I'm flexing my hip joint, I'm going to bend towards the front. Actually, so far that I can actually put all my weight of the upper body in my elbows or even lie down completely. Now for some of you, this might look like the complete contortion already, and I can easily understand that. One extremely important thing with this exercise is that your knee has to rest on this surface as well. And when you look at this from another angle, I'm just going to turn this pillow to the side. If your knee looks like this, so your foot is actually up on this, whatever it is, cupboard, table, but your knee is up in the air, do not bend to the front and do not put any additional pressure on your leg in this position. This is the only way you can actually hurt yourself with this exercise. It's extremely important that your knee is completely supported. So normally, I would suggest to choose a height of whatever tool you are using for this exercise where you can comfortably rest the whole lower leg and your knee actually rests on that surface as well. If, for whatever reason, this is not possible because the hip mobility at this given time is just not trained enough, then you have another chance. I'm going to show you that in 1 second. So if your hip mobility is not quite there yet, either use an arrangement like this one here with one stage lower down and the other one higher up, or just simply use a chair. If this was a chair, this would literally be the surface you're sitting on. This would be your backrest, so basically something like this. What we want, I'm using this arrangement with the blocks here, what we want now is the foot to be placed on the surface you're normally sitting on, and your knee will rest on, at the chair, it would be the backrest, or if you use some sort of other arrangement, the knee would be placed a lot higher than your foot. In this position again, you have a lot less strain in your leg than putting it up somewhere completely horizontal, or your lower leg completely horizontal. So this also allows people with limited mobility to start with to really benefit from this exercise. In this position, once again, you just simply tilt your hip joint and move to the front. It's extremely important here that you do not something like this, like arching your upper back and no movement in the hip joint. What we really want is you want to tilt in your hip joint, your thoracic spine, and even your cervical spine. They're elongated towards your head, so away from the hip joint. And this will simply maintain the structure for a healthy spine in this posture. From this position, just tilt to the front, and again, make use of your arms and hands to take part of the weight of your upper body, so that all the muscles in the rear of the hip do not have to work in order to stabilize your upper body. So allow those muscles to gently be elongated with reduced tension and reduced use. Another very important part here, the piriformis muscle, which is the main muscle that we are stretching in this exercise. We are also working a little bit on the glutes, but we're also working on mobilizing the piriformis muscle. And the reason this exercise is so crucial and so extremely important is because piriformis muscle is in close proximity to the sciatic nerve. And if you've ever had sciatic pain, then you know that that's definitely not fun. Now, that's this sharp pain, if you don't know the term for it, that's this sharp pain. It's sometimes running down all the way through your leg, sometimes also a little bit painful in the back of your hip area. And sciatic pain, this tightness in the muscles back there that causes a lot of sciatic problems, is actually often created by too much sitting, especially sitting in a car and so on. And this is a beautiful method to counteract that without having to sit down on maybe a dirty ground or something like that. It's an exercise that you can do, that you can chill in actually, and just simply use to open up those structures. How long to stay in there? I'd say if you're a beginner, if you just really want to open it up, or say you're at the gas station driving your truck from A to B, and you just want to make use of this exercise real quick to get yourself a little bit more energy, get your hip joint and your hip mobility a little bit back and your focus back up, then just do it for a couple of seconds each side. Otherwise, go in for 15, 20 seconds, 30 seconds at max, and then slowly come back out again. After that, just move very gently, just a tiny little bit, just lift your legs just a little bit and move a little bit around, and that's it. Have fun with this exercise, stay tuned for tomorrow, and all the best. If you have any questions, once again, leave them in the comment box below, and see you in the next update. Thanks for watching. Bye.